What's up, Flannelverse? This is the start of DraftKings Best Ball Week number 2. This video is sponsored by DraftKings, and they, of course, have a Draft One, Get One promo still going. There should be other promos at DraftKings this week, so keep your eye out for those. But let me run a quick promo here, tell you about the DraftKings Draft One, Get One promo, and then we'll bring in Mathology. We'll be doing some DraftKings content immediately after the clip. So see you in a minute. Football season is right around the corner, and there's no better way to lock in your fantasy dominance early than with Best Ball on DraftKings, where you draft once and ride your roster all season long. And right now, DraftKings is giving all customers a can't-miss offer. Draft one, get one. Enter a lineup in the $15 million Best Ball contest for just $20, and you'll score another Best Ball ticket to play free for a share of $15 million, giving you a second shot to win big. It's easy. Just draft your team once, no weekly management required, and let your top scorers automatically start each week. Across the whole season, every breakout star, every clutch play, every touchdown will count toward your quest for a share of $15 million. Download the DraftKings Daily Fantasy app now to draft your $20 Best Ball lineup and get a second ticket to play free for a share of $15 million. That's 2 chances to win big without ever setting your lineup again. Draft one, get one. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. All right, we are back with Mathology to talk some. Well, we're not going to talk that much. We're just going to get right into a draft in a minute here. But just before we get in, Math, how are we doing today?
We're doing great, Neil. Last week when we had this stream, it was 99 degrees. Today, it barely hit 70. So
Ooh.
what a wild swing of weather we're having. But beautiful day. It was a good day. Got a little mowed the lawn after work, so I'm feeling ready, feeling refreshed. Got some nice fresh grass coming through the windows as the peepers and owls are outside. So I'm feeling like we might get, draft a shipper here tonight.
So is this an improvement for you to go down to 70 degrees instead of 90 or whatever?
Yeah, I like this. This is more my style, keeping the 70s and 80s.
Me too.
Humidity stuff was for the birds.
Yeah. I used to love it. I used to love like 90 degrees, especially if you're on a lake or something. Can be really nice, but yeah, the older I get, the more I'm like, just give me 70.
Well, the water's so warm right now. It's warmer than the air today. So it's just like you wanted to stay in.
Yeah.
It was fun. After work, we did a quick swim.
Nice. Do you want to use a sidekick or no? Should we?
Let's not use it the first one. If I hang out for the second, we'll use it. All
right, that sounds good. That's good. I only ask because I'm like, do you want to see where they have Jacory Krosky-Merritt going? Because that's going to be a big thing that we're going to have to think about is where do we target Jacory Krosky-Merritt, if at all? It's a pretty wide range of opinions on whether you should be targeting right now. I have packed my bags with Jacory Krosky-Merritt. How about you? Have you drafted much of them?
Smart man. I have just recently, when he was not quite his price, probably going, especially after tonight's touchdown. But I'm big on Washington, so I've been drafting a lot of Commanders. So they're a team that I want to make sure I get. I like their offensive line. I like their run scheme. I was actually just breaking down the touchdown that Bill just scored, and it was just a beautiful, well-designed play by Cliff. It was just a GT counter, just perfect play at the right time. And John Bates was really the MVP of that play as he took out 2 linebackers.
Oh man, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was. I just kind of rewatched it in slow mo, and he got on the outside linebacker and the middle line. Actually, no, it was the middle linebacker and the down ball linebacker, kind of on the right side where the trips were. And he was able to take them both out.
Remember, you played football, right?
No, I didn't play football. I know football.
Okay, yeah. I'm like you're talking about it like you've like played. You know the plays and stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
I've been watching football since I was 10.
Yeah, I mean I've been watching football since I was 10, but like not with my eye on like what the tight end is blocking. I'm just watching the scores, watching the plays.
Yeah, it was they're just in a basic 4-3 defense. And they had trips to the left and single high safety again. So it was like just a perfect play for that. And he was a very patient runner to let the counter establish itself.
That's the part that I noticed was that he was like, he started slow and then sped up, and it was nicely executed.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Brian Robinson. I think that's going to be a make or break for Bill. Like if he gets the
Oh yeah,
opportunity, but if Brian's there, like it's going to be kind of crowded, and it's going to be one of those everybody's seeing like 35-40% of the snaps, and it might not be that fantasy goodness that we want. But again, it could be just a back weighted play,
right.
and that's what everybody's drafting for anyway. So
yeah, I mean it's pretty positive that he's not even there tonight. Like he's neither B-Rob or Terry McLaurin are even at the stadium tonight. Like that tells me that like they're pretty serious about wanting to trade Brian Robinson.
yeah, sounds it.
There's McLaurin, I think more just like a holdout, right? That's not the team telling him not to come. That's him being like, I'm not showing up.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get hurt. He wants to, he wants to get that paycheck like James Cook got.
Yep. How are y'all doing tonight? How's it going? Scott, Bindles, Billy, Vic, RGT. I see you in this one.
Nice.
Not taking the L. Okay, you're taking the L there. Yeah, JCM at the 1-2 turn. That's our first conversation. Do we take him here?
No, we don't take him here.
We do not. We do not take him here. Green check mark. Man, I can't believe I don't even remember who green checkmark was before they were green checkmark. This was a bit on the Stochastic channel like 3 years ago. There was a joke about like trusting the checkmarks on DraftKings, and he's just stuck with that username.
Are we in the 12 hole?
We're in the 12. We're coming up on our turn. So far, let's see: Chase, John, Saquon, Lamb, Gibbs, Jefferson. Nico a little bit early. Nothing too unique here. What are you worried about, Devin HN?
Anytime soft tissue. Sounds like more like a calf, which again, the calf close to the Achilles.
Yeah.
Those Achilles injuries really start to scare me a little bit, but I'd rather just grab the Dipperino.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm good. I'm good with. I love St. Brown. I'm a big St. Brown guy.
St. Brown goes. Okay. Puka, Brian Thomas, Genty, Bowers, AJ Brown.
Yeah, I like to scoop that Dipperino on Puka right now,
especially with Stafford practicing today.
Yeah.
And then who's our second here? Do you want to go Genty, Brian Thomas?
Yeah, I think those top two are very strong, hitting the bonus here. Getting 100 yards.
Any preference between them?
I think Brian Thomas Jr.
Let's do it. All right. So we got a two receiver start, classic 2024 build, starting with a couple receivers.
Yeah. I kind of really like Brian Thomas quite a bit.
Yeah.
This year. I think he's going to be such a main focal point of the offense.
No worries for you about Hunter coming in and just like taking over as the wide receiver one?
No, not that. I think if anything, you might see just some miscellaneous spike weeks that might lower the overall floor for BTJ throughout the season. But honestly, they're just going to be in a lot of good game environments that I think he majority of the time he's going to have that high floor with ceiling. So a high advance rate play for us. And I think we're going to be able to grab a couple spike week guys downstream that can really maximize this team for us.
Yep.
Especially with Puka. Such a good pairing. Those two guys just lock up like great production.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a huge dip, but we've seen a little bit of a dip with Puka. Like I've gotten some unique combos with Puka falling. I mean, at this turn, it's not that much of a fall, but like he's fallen sometimes like halfway through the second round, which is kind of nuts.
I think at the bookends, you kind of just need to grab your studs early, and then go get your guys. Later on.
What's going on, Corey? Good to see you. But it's nice having a big bag of the Rams right now. Feels good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think they're gonna be just fine. Hopefully, it'll condense down. Just a couple guys.
It's funny because like literally just this weekend, I was starting to be really nervous with the McVay's going to talk about it on Monday. No comment. McVay's going to address the situation on Monday, and then Stafford just comes out. I was like, okay, cool, pretty great.
Yep. Well, with the Lion. Remember all those games with the Lions where he's playing with broken hands and messed up shoulders?
Yeah, he's a tough guy.
He's gonna play. Back sucks, and everybody's worried about the age cliff, but it's like once we see it week one, we're like, yeah, duh, of course he's going to be good and playing
Yeah.
all the time. He just doesn't have that elite ceiling, but
Yeah.
but
He started to
even
show a little bit last year. He had a few games. He had like a little stretch where he was putting up 25 points a game.
Yeah, and I think with DraftKings scoring with a 300-point bonus, 300-yard bonus, like it fits really nice in DraftKings.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I know you were looking into like DraftKings ADP. Did you have any like overarching thoughts, or do you want to talk about it as we get to different parts of the board? We can talk about it more.
Yeah, I actually I didn't see it like, you hear it like DraftKings is so much softer. I thought the ADPs were not much different. There's a couple little outliers, but nothing crazy. It's all
it's less that the ADP is different. It's more that like it's more chaotic. So like people do not stick to ADP nearly as much on DraftKings. So you can sometimes get really nice falls. But yeah, I mean, there were periods where Cam Scadaboo was going 20 picks later on DraftKings pretty regularly. Luther Burden was going pretty late. So you'll find some of that, but yeah.
Less of a rookie tax. Yeah, makes sense.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, this is by ADP. Okay, Devonta Adams goes. Do you want to go James Cook, Mike Evans, Trevion Henderson all the way up here now? What do you think? Anybody standing out to you?
I like to probably get a elite quarterback.
Jaden Daniels
as one of them, and then I'm good with Cook or Trevion.
All right, what do you want to do? Who do we have?
I'm more Cook than Trevion.
Okay, let's go Cook. Easy game.
I like. I mean, again, the Bills they're the top team in my stuff, and they're gonna. Yeah. I think they're gonna crush everybody this year. They're gonna. They could potentially go undefeated. For
really
majority.
Easy schedule.
Very easy schedule. Very favorable schedule. They're gonna score a lot of points. They're going to run the ball. That's the only reason why I've been clicking more Lamar than Josh Allen. Is just the fact that they might not get pushed that much. And you might see a lot of Cook and Ray Davis just milking the game. And then Josh is in there with just a decent game, but more of a floor game where Lamar's schedule is harder. And they might be in a little bit more shootouts. So, it's hard to tell right now, but it's just the way that it's kind of shaken out so far.
I kind of flip a coin whenever I want an elite quarterback and both Lamar and Josh Allen are still on the board. I'm like, I don't know. I flip a coin. Lamar was so much better last year. Like Lamar was just consistent. Like it was like 16 fantasy point floor. And most games it was like 20, 25, some in the 30s. Just really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Rich Rebar had some great stats on Lamar, just how amazing season he had and just how efficient he was kind of throwing touchdowns. And balls thrown to the end zone and how much they got caught. It was like 66% or 70% of them.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to get to that, but I just think he's kind of getting to that level where he's in the peak of his prime, and I want to bet on that.
Yep. Same. Yeah. So the plan for tonight, probably do I'll do 2 to 3 drafts. Most likely just 2, but we'll see. Once I've got 2 under me, then maybe I'll be like, I can do 1 more. Math has not committed. He's going to see how long this draft goes. He might join for a second one, depending on when it ends. We also start a little bit later than we had initially planned. I was traveling home today.
Yeah, it's moving pretty good.
So far, a good pace.
Good. So let's. While we're at the end, we got the time to talk. How was Boston?
Boston was great. Yeah, super fun. Went down on Friday. Flight got in quicker than my memory was like it was like 3.5 hours from Minnesota to Boston, but it's more like 2.5, like a super easy flight. I watched Legally Blonde on the way there, which felt fitting because it takes place in Boston. It's good movie. Really, it's funny how far-fetched movies are from that era, but I enjoyed it anyway. Nice. Got in. We went to, what do we do the first night? Fight Club. Yeah, we went to a place called the Fight Club. They had a welcome reception at the Fight Club. So met up with everybody there. I was for those who don't know, I was at the DraftKings MLB Live Final. I was a guest there. Tried to get Mathology to come down with me, but we couldn't make it happen this week. It was really late notice for me and then also for you, and it happened to be your anniversary weekend. So we were not able to make it happen. But yeah, fun night on Friday, and we get in Saturday. Then went to the Sox game. That was
Nice.
cool. Yeah, we were at Fenway. Went out to a place called the Greatest Bar to watch the UFC events after. That
Yeah, the
was
greatest
fun.
bar,
Just like
yeah.
huge TVs watching people murder each
Yeah,
other. Yeah.
yeah, it's
No, it
awesome.
was good. It was good. And
How's the
your anniversary weekend also sounded like it was. Did that go well for you?
Yeah, 13 years. Celebrated 13 years yesterday. Had a great time. We went to Stowe here in Vermont, just about an hour kind of southeast of where I live in Grand Isle County. Did a lot of hiking, biking. We went to do a little mini golf with the daughter and took her to a bowling alley. She crushed us.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
she had
no bumpers, I assume. No bumpers.
yeah, no bumpers for us. She had bumpers.
I'm kidding. Oh, we're on the clock again. Like Buka's rising up there. Travis Hunter. Anybody like your Debo?
Yeah, let's stack up Debo. And then I'm good with Mbuka or Flowers.
Let's go Ibuka just because I don't have that much. I've got a ton of flowers. I feel like Ibuka's price is just going to keep rising.
Yep. And that's another team that matches. It's close to the Bills stuff with me is the Bucks. I think the Bucks are going to be kind of high octane offense.
Yeah.
And I like the offense that we got right now. We got some good players on high scoring teams.
Yeah. Oh, Scott Sinclair was at your wedding. This is a friend of yours.
Yes, hometown buddy.
Nice.
Representing Plymouth, New Hampshire.
Plymouth, New Hampshire. Okay.
Yeah. Scott was a really good wrestler back in the day. And Scott's got a lot of good stories that might need to might be for actually it's late enough, but maybe not during the DraftKings promo.
Maybe next week. Let's talk about it next week. Wrestling stories though. It's okay.
Yeah.
Scott, do you know Apple Valley High School? My high school was like, one of the best wrestling high schools in the country, at least when I was there. I don't know if they still are, but they would it was the kind of place where you'd like get people from Texas coming up and like staying with somebody up in Apple Valley. So yeah, it was kind of recruiting from all over the country, which you don't really get a ton of that with other sports. Our wrestling program was getting some of the top wrestlers from all over. Yeah, Minnesota powerhouse. That's right.
Yeah, Scott's well tuned in.
Were you a wrestler, Math?
No, I played basketball. Yeah.
Okay.
My claim to fame is my senior year. We won the state title in New Hampshire.
Ooh.
I think it was it'll be like Class M is like the third highest in New Hampshire. It's the only time this school will ever win a basketball program because it was more kind of wrestling dominant. And there's a skiing program, so there's a lot of kids going to different sports. But we had a core group of us that played really well together, and we won the state title.
What position were you?
I was like a shooting guard.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
you still got it?
I still play men's league still today, but I do worry about my knees.
Yeah.
There's always a lot of
age.
injuries, And I'm playing with a bunch of kids in their 20s. They're still getting up pretty quick. And,
yep.
So I don't get in the pain as much as I used to.
Yeah. I mean, I worry about that with my slow pitch softball. I can't imagine playing men's league basketball with 20-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Oh, buzzer beater for the title. Who shot the buzzer beater?
I inbounded. We played. We drew up the old Kristen Leitner Duke back in the 80s. So I was the one guy who played baseball, and that was my premier best sport. So I threw it in 3/4 court.
Wow.
To pretty much one of my best friends at the time, and he was kind of covered, so he actually just tipped it behind him like a little tip pass, and the guy that set the screen was just underneath the basket, and the ball landed right in his lap. He just turned around and laid it in
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a cool story.
Just like a broken play that just worked out. It was one of those miracle plays. Yeah.
Plymouth State was a legendary party school.
Yeah. I got some great stories.
That's a college or a high school?
Plymouth State is a college, but Plymouth High School, it was a college and a high school right there in town.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Right in the mouth of the Great White Mountains in New Hampshire. So.
Cool. And that's where you grew up?
That's where I grew up, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I forget that you're actually from New Hampshire.
Yep, born and raised. I went to college there. Then I went to Boston after college.
Okay. How long did you live in Boston?
About 5 years.
Okay. So we were No, because you're the same age as me, so we weren't there at the same time because you went after college. I think we overlapped like a year or two.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like 05, 06 to about 2010. And then that's when I moved up here.
Okay. All right. We are about to be on the clock. We're at 1140 so far. Hawkinson, not much of a fall.
Yeah. Whatever you want to go here. I think we need a running back for a second one.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron Jones looks pretty good.
Yeah. I like Jones in the scoring format. PPR, getting some.
We could go Jones, Warren, double tap it if you wanted, or ETN even. Or we could do Baker.
I like Warren. I like Warren in this format too. I like them both. I think double tap. Yeah.
Let's do it. All right.
Yeah, I think Warren's going to see the field quite a bit with Rodgers, with pass pro and.
Yeah. So we're at 1340.
Yeah, well balanced.
Yep.
Plenty of tight ends that you can tack on.
Yeah. Even at the next turn, there's often pretty good tight ends. You get I haven't actually drafted a ton of Tyler Warren. Where do you stand on Tyler Warren?
I'll stand a whole lot more once I know who the quarterback is. I think we're going to finally find out this week from the coach speak.
Yeah.
We did get Flacco starting week 1 today.
Yeah, that's good. Good to have.
So at least we now kind of know at least Flacco is at the helm. So it kind of opens up a little bit, if you want to carry Cleveland as kind of an advance rate, but then once they make that switch to a rookie, it could just be a dumpster fire.
Yeah. So yeah, again, it does make me want to draft more of like Jerry Jeudy a little bit. I've drafted very little Cedric Tillman. Are you doing any Tillman?
Yeah, I've been more Tillman than Jeudy just because of cost.
Yeah.
Where Jeudy goes, majority of the times, I rather try to get the good players on good teams, and then get kind of okay players on bad teams and hope that it just breaks their way. I mean, Tillman had some really good weeks last year, before he got concussed multiple times. And I honestly think that's when Jeudy, a lot of Jeudy, I mean, he, all the advanced statistics are really strong in his favor, but if you look at who he was running routes with, they're all pretty bad at the time. Where Tillman had Jeudy, had Njoku on the field going, and they were actually they were targeting him more than Jeudy at the time before he got hurt. So
yeah,
I don't want to say that Judy's a scam, but I think he had a lot of injury luck in his favor at a time where the team was just really just chucking it.
So I've been struggling with the Cleveland thing because it's really hard to know how much of it was just Jameis Winston. They really crushed with Jameis Winston. I know I've talked to Scott Barrett is a big believer in just the offense. Kevin Stefanski going to figure it out for them. Just anybody other than Deshaun Watson, essentially, they'll be a pretty good passing offense, you think. So I'm trying to get on board with Cleveland a little bit more. But yeah, I think Tillman just. The range that he goes in, it's I'm usually just targeting running backs and quarterbacks, so I just don't click it enough. But that's probably something I need to start trying to do a little bit more as we're in the final couple weeks now.
Yeah, if you're going more elite quarterback, maybe tie on an early tight end, and then get some good running backs early. That archetype with Tillman is kind of a better click for you.
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah, I think it's one that I need to start doing a little bit more because you make a good point. He was really good when he was out there.
Yeah, but if you're going 0 RB and you're heavy wide receiver, something like an archetype like Tillman probably doesn't hit your roster much because you're so front loaded. So to me, it's all about roster construction.
Yep, 100% agree with that. But even in the right when I do want a receiver around there, I feel like I've been more likely to take Al Williams even, but I like Romeo Dobbs, Josh Palmer, Pop Douglas, that kind of grouping, and I've just been kind of forgetting about Tillman, which is probably a mistake. Probably something I need to start doing a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe he'll fall a little bit.
Yeah. I want to talk about the Browns running backs again because we just got today. The Browns are not signing Quinshad Judkins yet. There seems to be still an impasse there.
Yep.
Are you? Where are you buying Judkins right now?
I'm letting him fall and just kind of daring the room to let me take him at really strong value.
Yeah.
Again, it's not a running back team that I want to go after. I don't think there's going to be a lot of chances for goal line work.
We're on the clock.
Oh yeah.
So let's little fall for ETN if we want to do that.
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins, if you like him.
Ooh. I like Dobbins a whole lot more. And then I'm guessing Baker's no longer here.
Yeah, Baker went.
Yeah. I like Dobbins quite a bit. I think Denver's going to be just filthy this year.
Fields is there. Let's see. Charbonnet. Rashid
What do you have for
Shaheed.
wide receivers? Anything?
Shaheed, Bateman, Mims, Christian Kirk.
I see Keenan Allen there. PPR.
Do you want to take Keenan Allen here? I thought you were not chasing him up. But yeah, this is PPR.
Yeah, full point PPR here.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's rock it. Okay. Nice. Okay. I've been loading my bags, so I'm not going to catch up to you, but I'm getting there, at least like in terms of the dollar amount. I'm getting there with Keenan Allen.
Yeah, I mean, I full point PPR with touchdown. Spike week as our wide receiver 4. I think he's a perfect wide receiver 4.
Yeah. What are you actually at? What is your key? You're at 44%, like before the news broke, like the next day the news broke of the signing. Yeah. You're at 44%. So that was pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm in a bunch of slows right now, so I think I'm going to be probably drop below 40 because I'm not really clicking them all that much with his rise. But
okay.
With a build like this, I still take him. I would still take him in this area. I think he's very, very strong.
Yeah.
A lot of routes, be always on the field, on a good team, on a good offense, and score some points.
Yeah.
And I like Dobbins. The reason why I like J.K. Dobbins is I really think Denver's gonna win a lot of games. Their defense is nasty. Like they got the best defense in all of football. So I can see, Dobbins kind of being that second half, fourth quarter, pounding the rock type of guy, and just getting there on just volume when the game's, they're kind of icing the game.
Yeah. Nice. So are you also in on RJ Harvey, or is he not? He doesn't like fit that kind of that thought process as well.
I am. I'm just trying to get them both, not really together, but if I miss out on one, I'm trying to prioritize the other one.
Okay.
And this team with Cook, and it's like layering in those two with the Bills and Denver, both pretty soft schedules. I like putting those two together on a team like this.
Yeah, I'm liking this team. So we're going to need a second quarterback at some point to fall to us to make it work. But I feel like so far team's coming together pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Before I forget, if you guys could like the video, subscribe to the channel, would appreciate it. Hit the little notification bell if you want to get alerts when I go live. I'll be live maybe every day this week, streaming 20 DraftKings drafts throughout the week. So 2 to 3 tonight, but I'll be doing them all week. Tomorrow I'll be back on in the afternoon with Jake Tribby. Wednesday, I think Derek Brown is joining me, so it's going to be a busy week here in the Flannelverse. Would appreciate it if you give it a sub. Let's get back to the Browns. So you were saying like you haven't really been drafting them just because they don't really fit your purity scores. They're not like a really good offense. We're not expecting much from them.
Yeah, I just don't see them scoring 3 touchdowns. I'm trying to attack the teams that are going to be scoring like 3 touchdowns a week. And if it is garbage time, a player like Quinton Junkins, is he gonna consolidate and get all the work? Is he gonna get the 2-minute? Is he gonna get the third down stuff? With Ford there, with Sampson there, I just don't see him kind of getting 70% of the snaps throughout the entire game. I feel like it's next year, like it's where you're early. Especially with everything else that's going on, it's like he hasn't practiced with a team. Like he's such a late ramp up. I understand that these are, large field contests, and then you want that back weighted, but we're not drafting him like back weighted right now, kind of in the 12th, 13th round. These are still like good, like flex players, kind of early production players that you want to target.
Yeah. So I actually think the best bets have been if you bet on Judkins being out, betting on Samson or even Ford. I think even better. Ford is probably the best bet of the trio of them, but you're really relying on Judkins missing time, maybe missing the season with Ford. So like my favorite bets have been let's make the assumption that Judkins doesn't play this year and bet on Ford or Samson. Because then it's like with those two, it's like, well, it's more consolidated to most likely just those two getting the majority of the work if Judkins is out. But then when Judkins is back, I agree with you. It's like this doesn't feel as much of a slam dunk because some people think that it's like a big slam dunk. Like, wow, Judkins, what a value! He's going to be a stud. But I'm with you. It's just he's coming in so late. It's getting later and later. Kind of a tough one to get excited about for me.
Yeah, I mean, and again, he could be the guy you need in the pods. He could be. But it's anybody. You could say that about all these guys. He has so many hurdles to overcome to even get on the field right now.
Yeah,
he's not even signed. He's not even with the team.
Yeah,
we're in crunch time right now, man. It's not like right now. This week leading in is it. Like these scrimmages is it. Like no one's going to play next week, so it's this week.
We're on the clock again. Penix is here if we want him.
Let's do something with Cam Ward.
Okay, you want to do a Cam Ward?
How are we doing buys? I forget.
We have a week 12 quarterback buy is our only one. We don't have a tight end yet, so we've got Jaden Daniels with a week 12. We go Cam Ward right now.
Yeah, let's do Cam.
And then
Cam.
Tank Bigsby's here. Nick Chubb, Bashal Tootin, Dylan Sampson. Wide receivers got Luther Burden, not Trey Harris. Tucker Kraft is here if we want him.
Yeah, let's get Kraft. He's a
like
top 10 tight end for sure.
Yeah, I like Kraft.
Yeah, me too.
Nice. All right, so we're at 2-4-5-1. Looking good. Looking strong here, I think.
Yeah. Minnesota's going to win a buttload of games. So's the Bills.
Yeah.
Denver, Chargers, Jacksonville. And we can still have some fun with Stafford. Probably he'll be there if we want to get that third quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
But him back at practice. We'll see.
Who's back at practice? Oh, Stafford.
Yeah. Maybe people will start clicking them versus letting them fall.
Yeah. Yeah, Pete, that's sort of my feeling too. It's not like I know some people who disagree strongly that the odds of Judkins, like they think he's going to produce pretty early on. We'll see. But yeah, I've sort of had the feeling of like he's not going to be an early week producer. So like tough to take in a lot of tournaments. Take your bye week zeros like men. No, we will not. We will not take our zeros like men.
No, let's keep scoring points so we advance.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like 50.
He's in the draft with us. That's why he's saying it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, he's got a nice team brewing too.
Nice.
Barkley, McConkey, Hampton, Hurts with Smith. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous of that team. Pretty strong. I mean, we have a nice team brewing too.
Yeah.
As long as Cam Ward is good.
Which I think he's going to be.
Yeah.
And then taking someone like Jaden early, especially with that late bye he has.
That's a good point. Like we don't even need that much out of Cam Ward.
Yeah, he's going to hit the roster quite a bit.
Yeah.
He looked good today. He had a nice run early in the game. I think he only played one series that I saw.
Okay. So what are we doing? So Bill goes on the other turn from us. Pick 121.
Yeah, it's steep. Whew.
That is a steep price.
Yeah. I think that's the new norm, though. If you want them, you're going to have to. I personally think, especially full point PPR, I think Eckler is just a smash.
Yeah, I've been pretty in on Eckler. Yeah, especially on DraftKings, he does feel like a pretty good click.
Yeah, he's going to have the 2-minute stuff when the games are kind of getting crazy out there. He's going to be there in pass pro. They're going to use him a lot.
Yep. Have you been drafting Joe Mixon at all?
I did early in the year, so I had quite a bit of Mixon because he was like at that 5-6 turn early in the drafting season, and then as he's kind of fell down a little bit, now I clicked him at 100 the other day. I didn't like the latest news that came out with him, but I just don't think we really know And we're constantly getting surprised by the news as it comes in. Oh, we didn't think that was going to happen. So it's kind of more of a, I don't think there's a whole lot of talent around him. If he can get healthy, he's going to just have the lion's share of the work.
Yeah, it's just like some of the latest is like we don't think he's going to play this season. Like a lot of the like beat reporters are saying they don't think Mixon is going to play this season. Which and if he does, he's going to be managing his injury throughout. So I don't know. It's not great.
Definitely a concern for re-aggravation. It's one of those things that once you're kind of defending your bag a little bit, and it's just like, yeah, my bag's pretty heavy.
Yeah,
I just kind of hope that it happens. But if it doesn't, I got other ones in there.
Stafford went I've been getting him in like the 18th round. He goes in, so we're SOL there. What do you think of putting Spears onto our Cam Ward stack?
I like it.
All right, and then we can look at by ADP. Pop Douglas is there. We could take Geno Smith. That's an easy back stack too. If we want to go with another quarterback here. Rashad White falling a little bit. Jerome Ford is there. Is Eckler? Did Eckler go? I think Eckler went. Yeah, Eckler went.
Probably went. So quarterback is just Geno right now and nobody else.
Geno, Sam Darnold, Anthony Richardson, Aaron Rodgers.
Let's get Geno.
Okay. Yeah, and that's a third. It's a different bye week also.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play.
3-5-5-1, still very balanced. Do you have favorites that you want to tack on with these quarterbacks, with Geno Smith, with Cam Ward? Do you like a Jack Bash, Trey Tucker? Do you not want to talk about it until we get there?
Yeah, we can talk about it. But yeah, those guys, and I like the rookies, the other rookie wide receivers to tack on. I think one of them just had a nice week with Cam.
AMNR.
Yeah,
he's been
clicking him quite a bit. I think he seems like one of those sure-handed, always in the right place.
Yep.
Knows the offense, knows how to get open type of guys.
He's a guy that I was on a ton early on. Like it was just, I think JJ Zach recently liked him, so I was buying a ton, and I've gotten away from it. He just has not been like the name that comes up, and now I'm like kicking myself for not just sticking with the talent there. But can't get it all right. But yeah, looking like a buy right now. So it was like Jalen Coker seems like a pretty big buy right now. A lot of those, there are a lot of late round wide receivers that are starting to. Isaac Tesla. Yeah.
No, I agree, and that's kind of what I like right now with the current economy that we're in. It's like you can go get your for sure running backs early. They're going to get the volume, get the goal line work, and then you can kind of take more darts and fill out your wide receiver room. Get one or two early, and then just take a lot of darts late.
Yeah, no, that's a good call.
Get the lick. You can layer it in nicely.
Yep. Yeah, that's not like my standard way of building, but I think that is like, we talk about like building backwards, like in your mind, like what do you want to do late? And that's exactly, what you're talking about. And I think that is kind of right now. Like I keep expecting some of the like later running backs to pop up that I really like. And I'm still like, I don't know who I like between Taj Brooks, DJ Giddens, Jarquez Hunter, Brashard Smith. Like they all feel like fine clicks to me, but I'm not like, yeah, this is a jam pick. It's like, yeah, I'll take a dart throw on them, but none of them have really like stood out to me as being amazing picks. Whereas some of those late receivers, like you said, it's like you're really getting some nice buzz on Jalen Coker, the guys we just mentioned. So you're right. That is the way to build backwards right now, is taking some running backs early and taking the late round flyers on receivers, which is like counter to what we historically do. Because like usually receivers, you're betting on talent, running backs, you're betting on situations. So you go 0 RB, get the guys later. But yeah, I think you're right. That's probably the right way to build right now.
Yeah. I mean, the running backs have appeal, but again, you got to hit that parlay. You got to have that injury. Then they have to take over the running back, the running back room, and not be in a timeshare.
Yeah.
Where some of these wide receivers, if they get one injury, then they become the wide receiver 3, or if they just win the wide receiver 3 spot right out, like they're going to be running routes, and they have a really good chance to get a touchdown that game. They get a touchdown, guess what? They're hitting your lineup.
Yep. True. Yeah, a little bit easier to get there. Chris Rodriguez goes at 172. Is he getting some swing after a nice run tonight?
Yeah, he started and got a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
we're in that season. Everybody overreacting to what they just saw on TV.
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yep. Whatever the game of the night is,
Yeah.
players getting steamed.
I think that's the biggest thing. That my takeaway: the Bengals are going to Bengal this year. They're just going to be in those wacky games again.
Which is
It's
just more bullish for the Bengals, right? We should be targeting the Bengals.
yeah, like they're just they're going to be in a lot of 50-point games, and so it's like you're going to want some pieces for sure.
Particularly of the passing game, I would think.
Yeah.
And Jerome Ford at 177 feels pretty nice. All right, we're coming back to our turn. A little bit of a fall for Kyle Williams.
Getting that Q tag.
Yeah. Dante Thornton is there if we want to stack up our quarterback.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a lot of routes. I like Likely. I also like Sanders to stack up with Cam. I don't know where Sanders quite goes. If that's too big of a reach.
Wait, which Sanders?
Oh no, I'm sorry, Chig. Sorry, Chig.
Oh yeah. Chig already went.
No.
Do you like? Okay, I was going to ask about Woody Marks, and he goes. All right, so we could go Thornton, Will Shipley if you like him. Xavier Legette falling a little bit.
I do like Shipley a lot. Yeah,
could do that. We could take the fall on Kyle Williams if you like him.
I think it's going to be a mess. A lot of rotation in New England.
Okay.
I rather take Shipley and then Likely.
Okay, so you like Likely. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. He's fallen a little bit. I was not drafting a ton of Likely. But yeah, now they're getting him at a pretty nice price. What do you know his health update? Is he going to be ready for the start of the season?
It sounds like he's ahead of schedule in his rehab right now. And there's a potential he might play right now. It's kind of 50-50 week 1, but it's looking like he'll be there week 4, no problem. Probably playing week 2 is what they're saying.
Yeah.
So it's not much of a miss.
Yep.
I think he's super talented, and he's always kind of one of those red zone targets. I do worry about D-Hop kind of taking a little bit of that away.
Yeah.
This year, but they love playing 12. And sometimes they play all 3 of them together.
Yep.
At the tight end position. So,
speaking of playing the tight ends together, we got a question here that I want to answer. First of all, hello, what's up, Texas Politics? BB Meatgazer asked, "What's up, guys? Can I get your quick thoughts on Harold Fannin?" Billy says Harold Fannin, legendary upside, potential 0. Legendary upside does love him. I think the potential 0 is not that high of potential. Like I think he's already like playing with the starters, resting with the starters.
Yeah.
I'm pretty high on Fannin as a late round pick.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like he's those kind of unique players that they play more wide receiver than they actually do the legit tight end positions. Very similar to Likely. They're out there to run routes. They're bigger and faster than most linebackers, so they see it as a chess piece mismatch on the field.
Yep.
So they're going to be schemed in there. So it's worth a click, especially if it moves up and he's lapping some guys that are going to have way more routes than him. I think that's bad, but it's definitely worth if you're thirsty for a tight end in the back half or way late the back couple rounds. Worth a clip. For
a while, he was always available in the 20th round on DraftKings. I don't think that's the case anymore. Like it's still like he's getting steamed up a little bit. Like I said, the legendary upside guys they've been high on him like throughout the season. And as more bullish news has come out, they've just become higher and higher on him. So I've loaded my bags and I can give them some credit for that. But I think it's a good bet. Like I think that it is just you're right. There is some potential for him to be not a 0, but like a virtual 0, just not actually be the guy who wins out there. But I think it's fairly unlikely, and I think the upside is really strong for Fannin. So I'm into it.
Yeah, but it's back weighted. He's getting all the reps with rookie quarterbacks, and once they do see the field, there'll be a rapport with one another, I bet. And they seem to lean on the people that they practice with the most. As they're getting, just taking quick shots and just making quick decisions because they're not through their progressions like they should. As more seasoned quarterback plays are. So
Yep. Thornton goes 197, pretty fair price for Thornton, I think. Keaton Mitchell now going ahead of Justice Hill. I'm not sure if that's always the case. Have you drafted much Torrey Horton? He's been kind of shooting up boards a little bit.
I haven't. I'm not really big on Washington, the Seattle passing attack. I do think Donovan throws a decent deep ball, but I don't know. It's an offense that I think it's more just click on the running backs and kind of leave it to that.
Yeah.
I know JSN's getting a lot of love. At Fantasy Life, Dwayne McFarland's been writing a ton about it, and it's one that I'm kind of starting to reconsider a little bit. But again, that's I kind of want that elite quarterback. So
yeah,
it's hard.
That's your priority in that range. All right, two picks until our turn is back up. I have some names that I plan to throw at you if they're available around our turn, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think Jack Bash is probably one of them.
That is one of them I was going to throw you, and then the other one, like, do we want to just take Io Manor here, get our stack with Cam, or
yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Nice. So now we've got our quarterbacks all stacked up.
Love to see it.
Yeah. I think Io Manor, like at this point, he's steamed enough that I feel like it's pretty high likelihood he would go before our next pick.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing that I forgot to talk about when we were talking about Bill earlier, and I think I kind of think it's becoming the new splash play in the NFL is these rushing attacks. Housing through the rushing game because of the linebackers are lighter and faster. So if you can get blocks on them, you're an angle away from taking to the house if you have the speed. Where in the passing game, everybody's kind of ability in athletic ability is pretty 1-for-1, other than the top elite like the Chase, the Jeffersons, the Lamb, stuff like that to house one. So those are kind of the bets that I'm really trying to make. Elite wide receivers, and then the running backs in the offensive line play that can get that 1-for-1 blocking, or if one, like what happened with Bill today, you got a tight end taking out two guys, and it was just a clear house call.
Yep.
So I see those good O lines and those running backs with some speed, trying to find those archetypes in my builds.
Yep, love it. Yeah, I mean this team, I feel like we hit on a lot of your high purity scores with this team. Feels like a pretty good draft.
Yeah, it does. It feels really strong, well balanced. I think it'd be nice to maybe be a little bit stronger at tight end.
Yeah, but we could throw one more on there. I mean,
yeah,
we both like Kraft. Likely, I think is a strong bet. We can throw. I mean, we could honestly do two more on DraftKings with the 20 rounds if we wanted to. We're at 3-6-7-2 right now. We could finish 3-6-7-4 if you wanted. We can see what's available.
I like Noah Brown. He's going to be out there in two wide receivers sets a ton. I would like to maybe double our elite. I haven't heard a whole lot about Ben Sinnott. He's always one that I'm kind of curious on. Like we loved him last year. I know, but the community, was very high on Ben Sinnott.
I drafted a fair amount. I'll admit it.
Yeah, I wasn't really. I was drafting more Ertz because everybody was high on Sinnott. But now it's like everybody loves Ertz. Maybe we should go the other way. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's Sinnott time. Second year breakout. Maybe yeah. Or Ertz, rolls an ankle and he's not playing. It opens up the door for him.
Yeah. Billy, I don't know what to make of this. Billy says, I used to join Neil on drafts, but Neil plus Mathology. Are you saying that it was a plus EV draft room before Mathology joined me? You're calling me an idiot? You're like, but then math comes in and ruins the whole thing. Has there been any coach speak on Chubb lately? Well, didn't they play yesterday? Like, didn't he? Yeah. And I think Chubb is like he's the de facto starter right now, I think. We don't know if it's going to last, but I kind of like Chubb. Like, I don't love it. It's like, speaking of like offensive line, it's a terrible offensive line. It's not terrible. Not a great purity score there.
Yeah. The worst offensive line in football. I rather tack it through the air. So that to me, it's more Woody Marks, especially in DraftKings.
Yep.
Getting a lot of checkdowns, hopefully 2-minute warning. But it seems like Woody
Marks.
Yeah, Woody Marks is getting more coach speak right now than Chubb.
Yep. I've also done a little bit of Damian Pierce late.
Yep. Yeah, he got a little bit of love about 5 days ago. Physical, violent runner.
Yep.
Yeah, go out there and compete. Your typical coach speak right now. Yeah, maybe 2 weeks ago, was consistent, doing really good job, physical runner, yada yada. Knows the scheme. I don't know. I think Chubb might get the goal line work, so that has some value to it. But I feel like he's going too high right now.
All right. Do you think Noah Brown on a tight end here?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get Noah Brown. I like Noah Brown. He's a splash play guy. Just pops for crazy.
Higgins there. Cole Kmet. Noah Fant.
I like Cole Kmet quite a bit. Especially, I don't think he's get drafted all that much. I think he may be kind of low owned.
All right. So would you rather do Cole Kmet than Noah Fant? Just because we're talking about the Cincy passing game. All right.
Yeah. No, I'm fine. Yeah.
Let's do it. There it is.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. I don't think Fant gonna do much.
Yeah, I don't really either, but you never know.
I like that Kmet click in a contest like this.
Yeah. I don't know why these guys are fighting in chat. What's up, Pinkin? Good to see you. Cleveland never had a good line for Chubb. Yeah, and Chubb did fine, but I don't think he's the same player he was.
No, he's not going to be as fast anymore. Yeah. He used to be able to, break 2-3 tackles. He barely broke any tackles last year.
Yep. What's up, Disbanded Brotherhood? He might be better this year. Like, I think he because it's like another year removed from injury. So, like, I've been like sort of hopeful that maybe he'll get his juice back, but I don't think he's been like he has not shown the juice. What's going on? C Money. What's Mathology's JCM take? Yeah. So do we actually get to like where you would want to take JCM?
All right, I would rather take him a lot later than he's going now. So I'm probably out right now at these prices. I think Austin Eckler is a better click than Bill is right now.
Okay. Yeah. I've drafted a ton of JCM, but I also think Eckler is a pretty strong pick, and I drafted a ton of JCM when he was like you could get him in the 16th round whenever you wanted him, and now he's going at like 10th round, 11th round. It's a lot tougher.
Yeah, I mean, if you find the right room, but I don't think we should be tripping over ourselves until we actually know. I mean, and that's part of it. Is you wanna get there early, but I feel like the cat's out of the bag now. So
yeah,
you're going to be fighting with teams that have him in the 18th round.
Yeah, like if he starts falling now, it's going to be because there was some negative news or something. Like at this point, yeah, like you said, the cat's out of the bag. There's no really getting ahead of it at this point.
Yeah. It's either you already got it and you jumped on the news and you believed early, or right now you're chasing it.
This is interesting. Jeremy McNichols. So this is another take on the backfield at the 20.11. Jeremy McNichols goes. Every single one of their running backs goes in this draft.
Played the Bengals.
So somebody.
That's all you got to do is play the Bengals.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we should be looking at the schedule. Who plays the Bengals twice? Take all those. Who plays them in the playoffs?
Flacco has the Bengals week 1.
Okay.
Cleveland and Cincinnati play week 1. That'll
be fun. That'll be a fun one, man. I got to start drafting some Cleveland guys just for those week 1 victory laps when they crush the Bengals. All right, let's read off the team, and then you can see if you want to join another one here. We got Jaden Daniels. It's a 3-6-8-3 classic DraftKings build. Jaden Daniels, James Cook, Aaron Jones, Puka Nacua, Brian Thomas, Deebo Samuel, Tucker Kraft, Emeka Egbuka, Jalen Warren, J.K. Dobbins, Keenan Allen, Cam Ward, Tyjae Spears, Geno Smith, Will Shipley, Isaiah Likely, Jack Besh, Elik Ayamanor, Noah Brown, and Cole Kmet is the final team.
Man, running backs just awesome. I love that room.
Yeah.
All just they're on such good teams. And then we got elite wide receiver play early, and then we layer it in with our stacks. It's well done.
Yep. No, I feel good about that team. If we get into one right now, do you want to do another one? Are you getting sleepy? How are you feeling? Okay, we're gonna get right into a second draft so that I can have Math bring the plus EV to me instead of the audience. All right, let's see.
So how was the overall DraftKings experience in Boston? How was that?
It was great. Yeah. No, they always put on a good time, get a lot of free alcohol. Actually, my goal was to not like get super drunk and embarrass myself, and I succeeded in that. Friday I got a little bit drunk, and then Saturday I took it really easy. It was a nice, I think I had 4 drinks throughout the entire day, and that's like, we went to Fenway, went out afterwards, and I managed to keep myself, and then a little bit more again on Sunday. It was another full day, and but it was good. It was fun.
Where was the watch party?
We got the 112 again, by the way.
Oh,
it was at the place called the Sporting Club, which was attached to, we were staying at the Omni Boston Seaport Hotel.
Yep.
And it's like a little bar attached to it with a bunch of TVs. It was fun. It was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody was drafting the James Cook fall there. I did a little bit. I got some fall in James Cook, but I was a little bit nervous about it. I was like, is he really not going to sign? There was part of me that was like, I don't want to draft it too much. I probably should have bought the dip more than I did, I guess is what it comes down to.
It's hard because that 15 touchdown performance that he had last season was kind of like, whoa, where did that come after like getting 3 from the previous year? It's probably more like a 7 and 8, maybe 9 touchdown season.
Yeah.
But again, I think the Bills are just going to be that offense that we're going to just be like, oh, again, they put up 40 points, 30 points, just that offense that we're going to each week in the dailies or in DraftKings scoring, we're going to be building as some core builds in our builds.
Yep. RGT gets, I think RGT was one who said that he's gotten the 101 15% of the time.
Wow.
He gets it in this draft again, if I'm remembering right. Anybody else in here with us? I see some names that I'm like, I think I might know that name. L. Strachan. I wonder if he's related to Tom Strachan. Who else is drafting with us? Let us know.
Announce yourself. Yeah. See money. Influencer 112, baby. That's where we want to be.
Yeah. I just want the 106. Like I still think like the 106 is just so clearly the best spot right now. I get excited for it like I used to with the 101 in past years. But if the Bengals are just going to have a terrible defense all year, maybe you do want the 101. Maybe just getting like Chase Higgins there. Maybe that's the nuts.
Yeah. I think you do want a lot of Jamar Chase. He's just so good at football.
Yeah. What do you think of T. Higgins? Like, would you also want T. Higgins at the 2-3 turn?
It's just a lot of draft capital. The season's got to go very, very similar to last season. It could happen, but I've been more doing just one Bengal and then trying to push Burrow. But lately, if I do get a Chase team, because Burrow's not really getting back to 72 all that frequently anymore. So I am doing a little bit more Burrow at the 3-4.
Nice. Or the 4-5, right?
4-5. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just because I just want that stack when they both go off. And then I'm trying to get a secondary stack with them. So if they have a couple, low scoring games that the other guys can stay with me, like a Purdy, another good kind of good offense. They're going to score a lot of points. Try to pair them together.
Yep. RGT says Burrow never gets to 72 on DK. Yeah, Burrow often doesn't get to the 4-5 turn on DK. Like that's one of those like consistently you can get him on other sites. On DraftKings, like you're not guaranteed to get him with your chase teams. You don't like to have that opportunity.
Yeah.
People like him.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, different draft environment. It does make it fun having some different.
Well, draft environments. Burrow's pretty much a shoe for the bonus every week. So it makes a ton of sense. He's going to score more points in this format.
Yeah, I mean not every week, but like yeah, he'll hit
Pretty
the bonus a
close.
fair amount.
Yeah. Because they're
How
just
many?
they're going to be they have to. They're not going to be able, they don't have a very good offensive line as we saw tonight. I mean,
Yeah,
they can't pass. They're a little bit better kind of run. I mean, they grade better as a run blocking unit than they are as pass protection unit.
all right, Puka go. So we can get a different start here. Do you want to go Neighbors with BTJ? Neighbors
Yeah.
with Gentier Bowers for the week 17. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do Neighbors Bowers. Let's have some fun with
That is fun. I like that.
elite tight end.
Different start here.
Yeah, let's see what we can do with Bowers.
Yeah. You have about
I'd like to try to maybe get Jaden again, or maybe I don't think Josh or Lamar will be there, but like try to build out elite onesie and see how we can do it.
Yeah. Do a true 0 RB in that way. I mean, depending on which running backs come back, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, like you said, I mean, if we want to draft backwards, maybe we don't want to do 0 RB because we like a lot of the late wide receivers. So yeah, I guess we'll play the value game.
Yep.
See what's there as usual.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Yeah, definitely going to grab a running back at the 3-4 for sure.
Yeah. I went out to so I told you I had a Trillium, which was delicious, and then I think I had, what was the other one? The Night Shift. Oh yeah, Night Shift was good also. And then I went to I think it was a brewery. I think I went to a brewery with my buddy in Central Square, but I can't remember what the name of the brewery was. But it was also good. Had a sour beer there. I've started. They've been growing on me. I was never much of a sour beer guy, but they've started to be like in the right moment, I'll drink a nice sour beer. Are you a sour beer guy?
Yeah, I had one myself after the hike. No, it was after our bike ride actually on Saturday. I had a really good one from
Lamplighter. He nailed it. Scott says both good IPAs. Lamplighter. It was Lamplighter.
Yeah. Scott's a beer connoisseur. I'll tell you, especially when it comes to Boston. He lives in Boston.
Yeah, nice.
Just outside. Yeah,
that was cool.
He's on it. Yeah, I had a good sour from a brewery in Morrisville. It was actually really, really good.
Yeah,
wasn't too tart. That's the key.
Yeah, mine too. Delicious sour.
Yeah. Yeah, we are drinking. I was drinking Edwards from. Have you ever had Hill Farmstead?
Not that I know of.
So when you visit your buddies in Vermont, their beers are just dynamite.
Oh, it's possible I went there. Are they in Burlington?
They're in the Northeast Kingdom in Greensboro.
Okay, then yeah, I haven't been.
It's like a family farm that's now like a tourist attraction. Like people drive like 5 hours just to go to their tasting room. It's just crazy. Nice. They have like food trucks now, and it's a big to do.
That's fun.
But yeah, they're only in restaurants on the tap rooms and select. They're very kind of little snotty when it comes to what restaurants they allow their.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a little much for me, but their beers are delicious.
I mean, that's like Spotted Cow in Wisconsin. You cannot buy it anywhere outside of Wisconsin. I still do it. Like I fall for it. It's a good beer. Good, clean beer. But yeah, it is funny when they have those rules.
Yeah. Well, the demand's so high, they get to charge what they want.
Yep. So do you think I should be going on my way the next couple weeks? Like, should it be a priority for me to get more Burrow stacks? Like when I have Jamar, I've done a lot of pushing him to 72, just like see if I can get him to fall back to me at 72.
Yeah.
I think that's a mistake.
I think now with these rooms with so many different player levels, if someone just signing up for their promo code and gonna maybe do a couple, we just don't know.
Yeah.
If you know their room very well, and then try to push, because if you got people that are going to stay in their lanes and try to build out their multi-team stacks and stuff. But I think the stacking up the Bengals is going to be pretty powerful this year.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. It was last year. I mean, it just like both Higgins and Chase were crushed.
so far every Bengals game is the scoring is just they go down and score and then the other team goes down and scores. It's like 14-14 in the first quarter. So it's like, oh, those are the games that just pop off, and I think it's going to happen again this year.
And they're shopping Trey Hendrickson, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, who knows? They could just be like could be his agent, saying that to lock it up, and now they see. The defense just giving it away, all these long, easy touchdown runs, and it's hard to. I think we'll have a definitely clearer picture this time next week. This is a big week going in, so I think the rooms are going to be pretty crazy this whole week.
Man, Hampton and Trevian now back to back, 31-32. That's he just keeps rising up, Trevian Henderson.
Yeah, he looks great. He looks fast.
Yeah,
teams using him smartly. I think that's the people that got him in the previous couple of rounds are gonna. Those. I don't want to say it, but there's some super teams out there that we're gonna be battling against if you're drafting. If you're drafting now.
Yeah, but like Jaden Daniels goes, bummer.
Sorry.
Like historically, we think that that's going to be the case, but then it's usually the teams that are drafting later that end up doing better, just like the more information teams. Tyreek Hill's falling if we like that. Devonta Adams is there. Anybody else?
Let's do Hill. Set up some Tua.
Yep. Okay.
Take a big shot, and then let's get a running back.
Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker, Kamara, Hubbard.
Let's bring Kamara up.
Oh yeah, you love your Kamara. Now you get him in full PPR. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, I could see him just being like 80% of the snaps. Granted, they're always gonna, they're gonna be probably down, but they do play in a pretty soft division. So I just see the high scoring games in the NFC South.
Yep. So you might want us to do Hurts and Smith, just like it's a little bit early. We could have, that is probably fine.
I almost thought about that, but I want to have some falling Hill.
Yeah. I'm not super high on Hill, but like at 36, it starts to feel like, all right, we get him at a different, with a different combo than other people.
Yeah, exactly. He's just one of those guys. It's either going to be what were you thinking, or I told you so. It's not going to be middled. So
does not feel likely to be middled. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm mostly out on Tyreek Hill. At least at the 2-3 turn, I've been mostly out. But at the 3-4 turn, that's like, all right, that's a different bet on Hill there.
Yeah.
I'll take him.
Yeah, exactly. On the other side of the board.
The RG Turd has the I think that's like the classic start. Chase, McBride, Higgins, like building out that week 17 game stack. I like it.
Yep. Yeah, it's nice.
Somebody asked me what my favorite start is from the one. When you go Chase with the 101, what do you like to do with the 2-3 turn? And that's exactly what I said. I'm like, it feels like it's probably, I think it's actually like literally the highest owned 3-man as of June 27th. But I still think it's like it's a good one. It works.
Yeah. Yeah, that does. He's probably going to get Burrow.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you, RGT.
Here we go. Burrow watch. Got him.
Oh, yeah, because this guy had Allen too. So yeah. Oh, and this guy's Lamar. So yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Very nice. Start there. Nice gets a falling JMO also.
Yeah, solid. Good for you.
Good for you.
That's why we draft.
Happy for you.
For rooms like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
This makes it fun.
Yeah. But, we get a nice Hill fall.
Yeah.
Probably don't see Hill with neighbors all that often, I would guess.
Yeah, exactly. Unique combo there. Brought up. Usually probably Kamara's a little bit more in the middle of the board as well. Yep. I think we're going to be like, why didn't we see that coming? He just did what he did last year and the year before that.
Every single year.
Every year.
Yep. This is the first year that I'm like sort of in on it. Like last year, Kamara was like a big fade for me. And this year I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm pulling him up some. I'm still probably going to end up underweight on him, but it's not going to be quite the same. Just because I think I've said this, like I'm just doing like an overarching general fade of that draft class. Just like they're at the age where it's like feels like they're probably going to hit. Not everybody's going to hit an age cliff. Like some of them are going to hit for sure, but I think like taking just an underweight stance to that draft class as a whole, I think you're likely to feel pretty good about it in the end. But I mean, obviously, could be totally wrong. I was wrong last year about it, so
we'll see. I was kind of out because of the whole coaching staff. I wasn't impressed.
Oh yeah.
But this year they got a whole they got a whole new coaching staff. He brings in a pretty fantasy friendly environment historically. He's already talking about a lot of plays equals fantasy points. I don't see this much competition there. I think he's going to get a lot of snaps, a lot of opportunity. He doesn't have Taysom Hill.
True.
Steal the goal line anymore, and there's, he's like a 85, 9K a week salary cap player, that you're getting in the fifth round.
All right. So we're at one running back, two receivers, and one tight end. We are on the clock now. I'm sorted by ADP here.
Let's get Waddle. Let's get that to a double. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah. To a double sounds nice. Could do a Buka again. Isn't that the that's the week 17 match?
Yeah, let's have some fun in week 17 with a to a double.
Nice. That's a beauty.
Yeah, I like it.
We got an auto drafter here
in front of us.
L Strachan here is the only one you can see the green.
Oh yeah. Set it and forget it.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay attention. Where's Rice going? Kind of right now.
Yeah, I think that's
sixth round. He just
about where he goes. Yeah, pretty regularly.
That's another interesting one. Is like how much risk are you willing to take on? But it everything screams like he's going to be missing a big bulk of the middle of the season.
Yeah, like maybe they'll settle between now and the season, but yeah, it does not very promising there. I think right now, like seventh round, I'll probably hit it, but not taking a ton of Rice right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of lucky on that one because I had a little bit of him early in the drafting season, and then when he screamed up to the early or late second, I kind of was like, man, that's a pretty pricey for that, because I was still like, I think Worthy's 1 for 1 with him. Plus Worthy gets the more of the deep balls.
Yep. Yeah, Ben Gretsch kind of sold me on Worthy, just like from he gets the like gadgety stuff, short targets, which like really raises his floor, and then he's got the deep balls, and if he starts hitting on those, like, so I do like the floor ceiling combo. It's funny because like both like some of my go-to fantasy football analysts like Scott Barrett, Derek Brown, they're both pretty out on Xavier Worthy, but I'm just deciding to go against the grain on that one.
I mean, I think if you include the postseason, he had like 12 or 13 touch. I think he had 13 touchdowns last year. Like sometimes these guys just have an act for finding pay dirt,
Yeah.
And they use him with scheme stuff, and he's the speed. I just want those speed guys.
Speed guys on good offenses where they're going to get manufactured touches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems good.
They're just a piss poor angle away from taking it to the house.
Yeah, exactly. Steve Schaup, what's going on, Steve? Fanspeak Network. Good to see you. All right, so I mean, the next turn we could take Baker. I'm usually not inclined to take him there. It feels a little bit reachy, but we don't have an elite quarterback this time, so it's a little bit more in play if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, I like Baker a ton.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Baker a ton, and I want to get 2 on this team pretty bad. I don't want to miss out.
So probably around pick 132, 133, we'll start targeting Tua.
Yeah. I don't want to get boxed out of running back either. So those are kind of priorities for us.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm good with like pushing tight end 2 pretty late with Bowers up top. Just maximize.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's the guy. He's in our lineup every week.
What's going on, D-Bro? Always love seeing D-Bro in chat. Just speak of the devil, by the way. I was just mentioning how D-Bro is out on Xavier Worthy. and I'm going against the grain on that one. 10 plus targets. Are you thinking Xavier Worthy going to get 10 plus targets, or are you referring to somebody else?
When Rice is out, for sure, he'll be pretty much the offense will be built around him.
Yeah. Debro's ears are burning. Debro, yeah, I know. You and Scott both super out on Xavier Worthy. You think we're crazy, but I'm buying. I'm buying the Xavier Worthy.
One thing Pat Mahomes wanted to do in the offseason, he always focused on one thing he needs to get better at, and that was throwing the deep ball. Who is going to be running that? All right.
Yeah.
You guys rewind the clock maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Who was Patrick Mahomes hitting all the time? That was fast. Right?
Oh, we got him now. We got that guy in this team too.
Tyreek Hill. I think you could see Worthy being Tyreek Hill. That would be my comp this year.
Oh, Kamara 10 plus targets. Yeah. I mean, that's and they're all like Kamara's targets are like he's likely to catch them too. Like this thing with like running backs who catch, it's like they're not getting targeted. I mean, sometimes, but most of their targets are going to be like short targets, high catch rate, that kind of stuff, which is really, really nice for Kamara on full PPR site.
He got open on the end zone or in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, there's fine.
They were playing prevent. And he ran right by him.
Yeah,
it's speed.
I think you're going to see this year, Debro. That's what I think. I think he's going to show you.
Oh boy, running backs kind of got wiped out on us, huh?
Yeah. Jalen Warren's still there.
Would you go Godwin and Baker here?
Ooh, Godwin. We can probably get Godwin in the next turn if we want to.
Okay.
That's where his ADP is.
Is Addison here? Let's get Addison for sure.
Yes. Let's do it.
Love Addison. Let's get those two guys right there. Bang, bang. Love it. That's a great turn there for us.
Yeah. That was I'm loving the Addison fall. Like he's only missing 3 games at the start of the year. Love that. Speaking of Debro, by the way, going to be coming on I believe Wednesday. We have is the one time that we're like locked into a time. He's coming on Wednesday afternoon, which will be fun because I know a lot of Debro's takes from a month ago, but we have not actually talked that many like new takes recently. So I'm excited to talk some ball there as well.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm definitely scared of Godwin too. It's just
But at the next turn, I feel like he's a solid pick for a Baker team. I just didn't want to take him right here because a little early.
Yeah, especially when Addison's on the board.
Yeah, but we are getting behind at running back. We only have one, doing the opposite of what we discussed. But
it's okay.
We take what comes to us.
Yeah,
adjust to the board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hopefully the room switches around. Gives us some running back falls here, but we got a couple options. We can have some fun.
Yeah, and I mean, there are we can get a lot of RB2s at the very least.
Right.
It's I was gonna say like there are some options we can take here, but like now with like JCM was a guy that I used to like. Now Sampson probably going up higher again. Tootin you can usually get pretty late on DraftKings. That's kind of a nice one on DraftKings.
Yep. I think Tootin's going to be one of those kind of screen light kind of running backs. There'll be a lot of gadgety plays for him with that speed. Try to get his speed out in space.
Yep.
That Cohen likes to do, and he's really good at it.
Yeah, not ideal to see this run of running backs when we're in need of running backs too. But
that's what I was kind of worried about.
Yeah. Whatever though, we're all right.
Yeah.
Liking the team.
Yeah, it's good team. That's kind of the nice part about getting that elite tight end. And then one quarterback in the window, it's just like you feel like you don't need to like panic pick a quarterback or tight end right now. You can kind of like wait on that and just be like, okay, I'm probably going to focus on running back for next couple of rounds. Maybe there might be a wide receiver, or a stack to get, but you don't have to waste. I don't want to say waste but tight ends, they don't really score a whole lot of points other than the top guys.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we've got Bowers. We don't really need to force a ton with the tight ends. We can kind of wait. We're in a good spot, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. Have you said anything in chat recently, Mathology? I was just thinking I should make you a moderator. So I was trying to find you in the YouTube chat.
I did earlier when I was talking to
I couldn't
Scott.
find it though. It was a long time ago. It's not showing up in my YouTube too long ago.
Oh,
There he is. There he is.
Sorry.
That's embarrassing. Well, that's not going to show up next to your name. Yeah. Can I make you add as a moderator? Nice. Okay.
So you having a good time, Scott? Yeah.
There we go. There we go. That's funny, Peppertoni. All right. 108. This is good.
Tyler up late.
Get out of the way. Who's that?
Tyler's up late.
Oh, is Tyler up?
Yeah, Emo just jumped on.
Nice. Do you want to do any of these running backs here? Do you want to take a shot on Judkins on a? I've got Godwin already queued up.
Let's do that. Let's try to find some snaps, man. Early season snaps. Shit, it is
Think Bigsby?
ugly.
Scadaboo or Bigsby?
Man, let's go Ray Davis.
We could also go Ramondre Stevenson if we want early season snaps.
Yeah, Stevenson. I'd rather have Ray Davis, but
all right, yeah. You wanna the purity score of the Bills.
Yeah. I know it's a big reach, but
it's not that big of a reach, I don't think.
Yeah. That's a gross pocket right there.
Yeah. I mean, you're kind of hoping for a fall there.
Yeah.
And we just didn't get that fall.
Yeah, a Mixon would have been fine. I would have been fine with that risk there.
Yeah.
But I mean, Scadabo and those are just bad. They're good, talented running backs, but just on bad teams.
Yep.
And there's not like.
So you'd rather take the. I mean, do you believe in the Ray Davis talent also? Like, it's he's just not in the best situation, but like he could be pretty easily just like get into a good situation. But then there's also Ty. Man, Ty Johnson? What's the name of the other?
Yeah, Ty Johnson. Yeah, Ty Johnson's mostly a third down specialist. He's gonna when they utilize him against slow linebackers. So if they're facing somebody with really slow linebackers, they're just gonna try to scheme him one-on-one on a slow linebacker, Will Rydell stuff, and that's what we saw against the Lions and quite a bit last year. And I just think that Ray Davis is going to have a goal line package. He's going to get work because they want to keep Cook fresh for that Super Bowl run.
Yep.
I think Cook Cook's a house call play for me. He's one of those guys that with that really good old line, I think a big splash play. He's going to have a lot of chunk plays. Hopefully he'll break some to the house. And I think Davis is going to be more of that kind of late third quarter, fourth quarter, grinded out. When they're up by 14 points, and he's going to kind of get those fantasy points at the end of games that you're like, how did he get there? Because he's
your J.K. Dobbins. Your J.K. Dobbins of the Bills. Okay.
Exactly. He's a J.K. Dobbins of the Buffalo Bills. Exactly.
Interesting. Yeah, he's been one that I have. The sidekick has been giving me more and more Ray Davis. Seems like they're getting more bullish on him. Has been at least my impression. Maybe that's just the way I've been building.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, starting to get more.
Yeah, the Bills are going to project to score the most fantasy points in all the NFL. So you want a Bill in every draft if you can.
Yeah. All right, we got Trill Crosby taking Judkins and Krosky Merritt. Some of the steamier running backs right now.
Yeah. I almost thought about Bill there, but I was like,
feels so early.
It feels so.
At the next turn, we could have thought about it.
Yeah. All right, where do we grab Tua?
I think at 132.
Yeah, perfect.
I don't think we're gonna be able to push him.
Yeah. I don't want to push him.
I mean, if Love is still there and McCarthy is still there, then we could try pushing Tua. It kind of depends on if there is a quarterback run.
I know with the Tua premium, that's a hard one.
Yeah,
to push. It would just suck to get sniped.
And he is one that if there are any sidekick drafters in this room with us, it's going to start telling people you should take Tua here. Like they just project him well enough that it's like even unstacked, you'll often get Tua as a suggestion if you're using the sidekick. So,
yeah. To Billy's comment, I honestly think, if you could definitely get a Ray Davis fall, it's one of those, like, that is the type of offense that I don't mind handcucking.
Yeah,
Cook and Ray both.
All right, so we want Tua. Who else do we want on this team? Tank is still there. Ramondre Stevenson's still there.
Let's get Stevens. That's a good price on Stevenson, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
just gonna double check our other, but yeah, I think that's probably what we want to do.
Hopefully, he has diamond hands and he can keep a roll and doesn't get completely wiped out by him.
Yeah, he's the guy who's still holding on to his sugar daddy season.
Yeah,
Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to double check. We're not missing anything obvious here. No, I think this is the pick. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's do Ramondre. Yeah, I'm glad he fell. That's pretty nice because we need somebody like Ramondre. He fits his team well.
Yeah, early season production. Hopefully, get some goal line stuff.
Yeah.
And he can catch passes. I don't think May's going to be a real of a check down type of guy. I think he's going to pull it and run a little bit more. But you never know. McDaniels loves the screen game, so maybe if that O-line struggles in the rushing game, that they got to be a little bit more creative where they can't just line up and make holes. So
yeah. Jonathan Mingo's out for the season. I had not heard that.
Yeah, but was anyone ever clicking him?
Some people were. I was not, but I think maybe they weren't really. Yeah. But it's helps out with the Kevontae Turpin shares. Maybe I don't know. I don't think he really affected Turpin's role that much.
No,
maybe more like Jalen Tolbert. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it helps Tolbert for sure.
Yeah.
Now he's one guy that we were kind of high on when drafting season opened up. I mean, he was getting drafted every draft, and now he's not getting drafted at all.
Yeah.
So he's kind of one that I'm circling back around and just waiting for a little bit of news on. But hopefully he's the wide receiver 3, and then Turpin's the wide receiver 4, more gadget.
Yeah.
Especially,
I mean, I want Turpin to be the wide receiver 3 because I have big Turpin bags and I have not drafted Jalen Tolbert, but I hear you.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I rather have Turpin. He's definitely a showdown darling for us.
Oh yeah. He's a beauty in showdown always, but even more so this year with if he starts running. I guess we'll find out pretty early, like if he actually has any kind of running role. So hopefully they don't trade for a running back. But Ray Davis is for a couple weeks or a few weeks to help you win. Nothing much more. I think he also has contingent upside though. Like if anything happened to James Cook, he could be more potentially.
Yeah. It's more just a bet on the offense.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I like to play it.
All right. RGT is just killing us over. Takes Spears and Eckler. The two guys I really wanted the next turn. Killing me.
He knows what he's doing.
He's building a nice team there.
Yep.
He's got the Detroit, Minnesota. He's got the Arizona, Cincinnati.
It's good to see.
It's a nice team.
Yeah, it is.
Little run on quarterbacks here. We only have 2 quarterbacks and we don't have an elite in this one, so we probably want another one.
Yeah.
But Darnold went at 148. That's
early.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if we like any. Yeah, R.I.P. Mingo. Sad stuff.
So what do we got, Neil? What are we lining up here?
Yeah, let's see what's available. So we could take a Stafford here. I wouldn't mind Dylan Sampson or Jerome Ford.
I like Algier as well.
Do you have a preference? Do you want to go?
And White stacks up with our Tampa.
Oh, that's true. Would you prefer Algier and White over Sampson and Ford?
Yeah.
Okay.
Atlanta's really high on my stuff, and I like that stack with Baker.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So we're up to 2-5-6-1. We've got Bowers though, so we're elite at tight end. Yeah. We probably want another quarterback, but we don't need to force it. We do have 2. See if there's one available at the next turn.
Yeah, I'll see if one falls to us. Maybe everybody's pretty happy with what they got. We might be able to fall. And
yeah.
What's your latest on A-Rich? Is he just not ever going to be healthy enough to matter?
I haven't taken a ton. I don't know. Like we have not gotten that announcement yet, right? But I think it seems likely. Apparently, like beat reporters are sort of suggesting that it's going to be Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Well, like I don't remember who posted this, but somebody, I think maybe it was Jacob Sanderson, said that like they're posting it and they're saying that they don't have any inside information, but that's the impression they get, is that Daniel Jones is going to start as the starter. I do think that it's like neither one of them is going to start all 17 games anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much who starts the season necessarily. Right. But I don't know. I'm only drafting 2 or 3 quarterbacks, so I don't want to take one that's only playing half the games or whatever.
Yeah,
is my struggle.
With a team like this with Baker and Tua healthy scores, and he'll hit our lineup more than we think. And Baker's very solid, and that team's going to score a lot of fantasy points this year. So a team like this, A-Rich to me is a little bit appealing. With just with spike hunting, because I kind of want Jones to start, and then they're going to see just how bad he is now, and how he just his decision making is slow, and he doesn't have elite arm talent anymore either. Especially if they're going into the season a little banged up, if Josh Downs isn't like getting wide open, making those easy throws, they're going to have to make a change pretty quick in the season.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting call. We could try that if he comes back to us.
Yeah,
he's one that you never know. He goes all over the place. There are people who are mega bulls on A-Rich, and then some drafts you can get him pretty late.
Yeah, it's just kind of ceiling chasing.
Yeah. It's funny because so his rookie year, he like, and maybe even the start of his second year was like every game he's putting up like 27 plus fantasy points. And then he actually showed us last year that he can have just bad games too without getting hurt. He can put up single digit fantasy points. So it's like he has the ceiling, but it's not like he doesn't have a super high floor even when he's healthy. Maybe I need to look at this again, but that was kind of that's my recollection from last year. Is we went from like early on, I was like, well, anytime he finishes the game, he's going to put up 25 plus fantasy points. And then later on, it was kind of like, all right, that's not really true anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely very risky, but I feel pretty comfortable with the 2 that we got.
Yeah. So we can take a risk on our third quarterback for sure.
And then I don't know, tight end. I'm not a big Cade Otton guy and with Mbuka, because I just think Mbuka's going to get wide open, and Baker's going to, between Evans and Mbuka, and if Godwin is kind of healthy midseason, there's not going to be a lot left of the pie for Cade.
Yeah. Well, he goes anyway, so
perfect.
Trill saving us from ourselves.
Now, Darren Waller's getting absolutely zero press right now, so I have no idea what to do with him.
He's not getting drafted. People are just not drafting him at all right now. It's interesting.
Yeah. I don't think we need a Miami triple anyway. I'd rather maybe take a dart throw somewhere else.
Just hope that they are just a super condensed offense.
Yeah.
My ears did not pop in a way. So the last time I flew home from when I went to Vermont, when I went to Vermont and Montreal, I was dealing with allergies, and my ears were in pain, like so much pain on the airplane, and then I couldn't hear for months. I just thought it's because my ear just kind of popped right now, but it was not nearly as bad as it was that time. So I'm grateful for that. My ears are not absolutely killing me right now.
Yeah, I always try to chew a lot of gum when I can.
I remember to buy gum right before I got on the plane too, and I was chewing a bunch. I had forgotten that because I went years without really having any issues with my ears.
Did you get direct Boston to?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. That's great.
All right. Do you want to do A-Rich?
Yeah, is Pierce available right now, or is he gone?
Pierce is available.
Or is that too early?
It's a little bit early, and we might want running back. No, I guess it's not really too early. It's just like right around his ADP.
Yeah, I mean, I like likely Bowers pairing. That's a nice room.
We could also do Rico Dowdle if you're like another running back. If you want, we're a little bit thin at running back, I think, with Ray Davis as our RB2. But
Yeah.
if you wanted to,
No, I agree. We could use Daddle for sure.
Yeah,
he's going to get some of the passing work, so the full point PPR is going to help out. Yeah, he'll hit our lineup. That's a great call. Great call. Yeah,
cool.
Sorry, I forgot about. I just knew that we've been adding. We had 5, so
yeah. It is like getting Stevenson was pretty nice. We do have a lot of like potential late season scores. It's just a little bit light for I don't know, for early season production.
I agree. A good call.
So we are now at 3,661. We went Malik Neighbors, Brock Bowers, Tyreek Hill, Alvin Kamara, Jalen Waddle, Emeka Egbuka, Baker Mayfield, Jordan Addison, Chris Godwin, Ray Davis, Tua Tagovailoa, Ramondre Stevenson, Tyler Algier, Rashad White, Anthony Richardson, and Rico Dowdle is the team so far. I think it's shaping up nicely.
Yeah, just need a Bijan Hammy, and this team absolutely slaps.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, Waller's still not practicing. That's why we're not talking about him.
That's not good.
Yeah, no. We're getting pretty close to the season.
Took a whole year off plus. Yeah.
Thanks for the reminder, Billy. Everybody would appreciate it if you would like the video. It's very helpful for me trying to grow the channel with the algorithm. So if you could, would appreciate it.
Smash that like button.
Yep. Stone Arch Bar in Minneapolis Airport is awesome on the way to and from Boston. I don't think I've been to the Stone Arch Bar. I'll check it out sometime.
Scott Sinclair always knows where to go.
All right.
Always knows.
Is he? You were sending me Discord recommendations. Were those from Scott?
Those from Scott. I asked Scott.
Nice. That's great.
He's my go-to.
That's funny.
He's always traveling. He's always. We got similar tastes.
What was it? I think there was a third one that you were trying to remember that you couldn't get. So you got Trillium and Night Shift were the two that you got me to get, and there was a third one, and I can't remember what it was, but there was some name that you couldn't quite come up with.
Yeah.
But oh well. The za, he says. What's the za?
I don't know. Let us know what that is, Mr. Sinclair.
Is there pizza at the Stone Arch Bar? Is that what he's saying? I don't know. All right. How are we going to close this one out?
I wouldn't mind getting a little more running back.
Later, Billy. Yeah, I would not mind that either.
And tack on a wide receiver with A-Rich would be nice. Oh, Treehouse. There you go. That was it. Treehouse.
Appreciate it, Bink King. I see what's going on. Okay. Treehouse. Huh.
That was it. Yeah.
I did not have that one, sadly.
Yeah. Next time. You grinding the MLB slate still? Are you?
No, I did one while I was at the MLB final because I was like, I just want to have something to care about. But then it was like I didn't even pay attention to my lineups because I was so invested in like cheering for Shady Advice, Nerdy Tenor, like the guys who have been good to me, cheering for those guys.
Yeah, cool. So how does it work? Everybody submits their lineup like right at lock.
Yeah, so it's you have to get your lineup in before like it was the slate that started at 135 and it only utilized games from like 135 to 220 were the start times. So luckily they had all of the lineups were all in for the MLB slate. But you cannot late swap in the live final. It's like the only thing that you can't late swap at all. So yeah, luckily there were no late scratches or anything. But yeah, it was everybody get your lineup in by 135 and best team wins.
Yeah.
There was the Red Sox pitcher Garrett Crochet was 80% owned in the final.
Yeah.
And did pretty well, I think.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Ollie Gordon. I was kind of thinking about Ollie Gordon for our team as a potential late throw on. We could eat our vegetables with Miles Sanders if you wanted.
I don't mind pairing up DJ Giddens either.
Giddens goes one pick before us.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the running back. Sean Tucker's there.
I like Tucker.
I'll put in Tucker and Sanders.
But we did make that bet on White, so I don't know if I want to handcuff that.
Oh yeah, that's a good call.
Let's take Sanders, and then
here's the tight ends.
What do we got for wide receivers? Do we
wide
have
receivers?
Do we have a Colt?
We do not have a Colt yet.
Is Mitchell still available?
He is.
Let's take him.
Yep, and he's getting some steam with Josh Downs being hurt.
Yeah, he looks good.
He was one of the so Fantasy Points puts out average separation score, and Mitchell was a king there.
Yeah,
last year.
Yeah, I think fits the team nicely. Spike week potential, and then I wouldn't mind just getting a tight end running back and calling it a night.
Yep. Well, that's interesting. C Money says Easy, and then Easy shows up. At least that's the order that I'm seeing it. What's going on, Easy? Yeah, he's an ass god, as they say. Mitchell. Much like Mathology.
Yes. I'm a hand builder, so see when it comes to the ass play.
Ooh, just got Harold Fannin at pick 240. Final pick in the draft.
That feels good. Yeah.
It does.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I like this team. I might think, I don't know, two good builds by us, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
3-7. So we need another tight end at least.
Yeah.
But for the most part, looking good. Just one more turn on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, overflow draft room is plus EV.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So what do you mostly is this all just DK their flagship this whole entire week? Are you drafting anything else?
Yeah, I think for the stream drafts, I'm probably gonna mostly just do the $20. I might try to get one of my 555s in. I might just have one left because I think I entered a slow. I'm only trying to do 3 of them this year. I think I might have already started at least 2 of them. So maybe just one 555. And I might stream one. It's just I don't know that I want to do those on stream because I have such limited opportunities. I want to get the randoms. I want a random room against players that are not great. I don't want my people coming in and being like, yeah. So I don't know. So, but maybe I will. People are saying they want a 555. Maybe I'll try and do it.
Yeah. Put how many subs you need to get to a milestone?
Oh yeah. Let's say if we get to 5,000 subs this week.
There you go.
We get to 5,000 subs this week, which is a lot. It's a hefty goal. Then I'll do a 555 on stream. There you go.
Let's do that.
If you want me to stream a 555 next weekend, then sub to the channel because we're at 4640, I think.
Nice.
So yeah, long ways to go, but
yeah, growing it.
Yeah. No, it would be fun. It would be fun to stream it. Because then you're just going to tilt so hard if things don't go your way in that draft. The stakes are so much higher than the $20.
Yeah.
For somebody like me, for somebody like Shady who's doing 150 of them, it's he doesn't care.
Yeah.
But for me.
Yeah. We forgot to pull up Legs Up Sim for this one.
Oh yeah, we did. That's all right. I'll be using it a lot this week.
Yeah.
It's fine to.
Sometimes sometimes it's nice to see how you match up.
Yeah. Well, see when it says start it before the stream. The problem with the 555 is you need to tell people to get it to fill, to get it filled quickly for the fast drafts.
Now with a 555, can you draft one overnight or it just won't fill?
No, it won't fill. I've tried going in. I've kind of been tempted to could I do a midnight 555 and I go in and I'm the only person in the room always.
Yeah.
People are smart enough to not leave it overnight. Yeah.
You just never know. Sometimes you might find some rich kids that are college kids or something there.
Some degens.
Yeah. Sometimes my favorite time to draft is a Friday night at 11 p.m.
Yeah. Well, the drafts you can fill there, the $20, you can do that all day.
Yeah. It's a great time. Friday nights, great time.
Yeah. All right. We need a tight end. I know that much. Anybody standing up to you? Want to go Komet again? We might need 2 tight ends at this point. if you
Higby.
like them. Higby
I
has
don't
the
know.
same bye week as
Okay.
Bowers, so we probably want. I mean, that's not a huge deal with tight ends, but we could.
No, let's go commit again. I'm fine. They're gonna play a lot of 12.
We
I
could
like
take
that.
Waller here too if you wanted. I mean,
No. He's not
yeah,
practicing. Let's just
yeah,
get some routes. He's gonna play the field quite a bit. And touchdown potential. And then let's get a running back.
Jarquez Hunter, Emmanuel Wilson, Ty Johnson. You got 10 seconds.
Let's do that rookie. No, we already got one.
Damian Pierce there too.
Yeah, let's try that.
You want to do Pierce?
Yeah, let's just.
I like it. All right, we got Pierce. So it's a 3-8-7-2 build for this one. We got the early week 17 correlation with Malik Neighbors and Brock Bowers, Tyreek Hill, Alvin Kamara, Jalen Waddle, Emeka Egbuka, Baker Mayfield, Jordan Addison, Chris Godwin, Ray Davis, Tua Tagovailoa, Ramondre Stevenson, Tyler Algier, Rashad White, Anthony Richardson, Rico Dowdle, Miles Sanders, Adonai Mitchell, Cole Kmet, and Damian Pierce is the final team.
Yeah, need some things to break our way in the running back room, but I mean, I think we got that. If Kamara stays healthy, he'll be hitting our lineup every week anyway. But we're very strong everywhere else. I love the Tua double and I love the Baker double.
Yeah, it's a fun team.
They ping pong on different weeks, and then that's the game that we make it to the week 17 final, and we're heavily correlated in week 17.
Yep. Love it.
Very sweet. That was fun.
That was fun. I think I'm going to finish here too. I think I'm just like I'm exhausted from traveling, and I know I'm going to be streaming tomorrow afternoon. I'll reserve those for the longer stream. So this is going to be we'll review our team, and then I'm going to call it a night. Come back tomorrow. Yeah.
5:30 comes early, Neil.
Oh man, is that when you get up?
Yeah, roughly 5:30. Yeah. This is usually when I go to bed.
I guess construction, that's pretty common. That's like it's always very early. But then you're done by like 3. So that's nice.
Yeah, roughly 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah. I like to get up early, set a cup of coffee. I got an outdoor shower. I kind of hang out with the birds a little bit.
Oh, you've got an outdoor shower.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
You can only use it, what, 6 months of the year in Vermont?
No. Well, I get out like April. As soon as it stays below freezing at night, I open up, and then I won't close down until it starts getting to freezing at night. So I'm April to November. But it's nothing better than when it's a little chilly out here, like last night, and tomorrow morning, same thing. Hot cup of coffee, a little maple syrup in your coffee.
Oh yeah.
Nice hot shower. Birds are chirping. The sun's coming up.
That's the most Vermont thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, man.
Maple syrup in your coffee. That's great.
Throw a little fantasy football podcast on, or listen to a draft board and enjoy it.
Math is just truly living the dream. The only thing that could make it better is if you just got money for your first place finish last year.
But
other than that, you're living the dream.
That's the goal this year, man.
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
You'll get there.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate the time, Neil. I got to go to the bathroom, take a leak.
All right, cool. All right, you get out of here then. We'll be back next week, Mondays, with Mathology. All right, you get out here. I can review the team on my own. Appreciate you.
Hey, chat, fun time. Thanks for hanging out. Let's make Neil draft a 55 on stream.
Yes.
Just hit that subscribe
Sub to the channel
button.
Yes. All right. Appreciate you, Matt. Check you later. All right. Final team here. We got a 3-8-7-2. Actually, I'll go to the board here, or away from the board. We got Baker Mayfield, Alvin Kamara, Ray Davis, Malik Neighbors, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Brock Bowers, Emeka Egbuka is the starting lineup. Add in Jordan Addison, Chris Godwin, Tua Tagovailoa, Ramondre Stevenson, Tyler Algier, Rashad White, Anthony Richardson, Rico Dowdle, Miles Sanders, Adonai Mitchell, Cole Kmet, and Damian Pierce. It's a 3-8-7-2. Really, really unique build here, but I think it works. I think we've got a shot with this one. All right. Like I said, that's it. That's it for this show. Please do like the video if you have not already done so. Subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 5,000 by the end of the week, and we'll stream a 555. You can hit the little notification bell if you want to get alerts when I go live. The next time I go live will be tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern with Jake Tribby. I'll be 3 o'clock Eastern again on Wednesday with Derek Brown. I'll probably do some solo drafts on both those days as well. Thursday, I'm doing a collab with the Rum Pure guys. So I'll be with John Sarabian, at least. I don't know who else is going to join us. Friday, I think I'll be streaming with Debro again, maybe with the Wolfpack with Justin Steele and Fantasy Drew as well. And who knows who else is going to pop in throughout the week. But those are the things that we have planned on the channel so far this week. It's going to be a lot of content on the channel and on YouTube. If you want to follow me there, I'm at PlayerQDFS. I'll be putting out a couple threads there as well. So check that out. All right, guys, appreciate you. I will catch you tomorrow afternoon.